Hi everyone, my name is Alexandra Lafferty, and today I have the honor of introducing Leah Balkaran. You might know her from her amazing TikTok account, her contagious smile, or the fact that she was born in Guyana. I met Leah on the first day of freshman year in Miss Her's A-Lab. I vividly remember all throughout the year going to her and asking for her help on Algebra 1 homework. During my junior year, we shared Miss Levy's physics class together, which was a struggle, but Leah made the class so much better. A fun fact about Leah is that she does not have a driver's license, since she is not an American citizen. So if you haven't had the pleasure of driving her somewhere, someday you will. She's one of the most kind-hearted people I've ever met. She constantly brightens up everyone's day, including my own, by giving out her amazing hugs or simply asking, "How's your day going?" I know our class would not be the same without her. So without further delay, here is Leah India Balkaran.
If you didn't know, I'm Guyanese. I'm from Guyana, not Ghana, not Uganda, and most definitely, and I have been asked this before, not Guatemala. When I was first introduced to the idea of senior speeches, I was so sure that my speech would be about that exact fact and about how moving countries has impacted or even changed me. And although that is an intriguing story, it wasn't only my move that made me who I am today. It's a number of things, one of those being something I could never change. A person's name says a lot about them, and growing up, I never liked mine. I'd always thought Balkaran sounded ugly and about how I would much rather prefer a common Indian name like Singh or Prasad. I couldn't wait to get married and change my name to something more simple like Leah Johnson or Brown or anything but what it currently is. I was tired of people asking me to repeat my name when they didn't get the pronunciation the first time or saying, "Do you mind spelling that for me?" after asking what my name was. Yes, I do. It's spelled phonetically. As my love for reading grew, so did my love for my name. Books opened me to a new world of funny-sounding words and odd phrases. I started to feel pride in my name's slight complication and enjoyed correcting people when they got it wrong. I now cared if they got it right. My name is Leah Balkaran. The name Balkaran means brave, and as much as I would like to say that I'm a naturally brave person, I can't. Being brave is something that I had to learn. When I chose to move across continents without my mom, I didn't do it because I was brave. I did it because I was afraid of failure. I didn't want to let my family down, and they knew that school in America would be a better opportunity for me. When I decided I wanted to befriend the girls I met here, I didn't do it because I was confident in myself, my culture, and my race, and wanted to bring something different to the table. I did it because I was afraid of being judged and wanted to fit in. I started practicing their language and studying their clothes. Sometimes I think that much of my life is a lie, and that every decision that I have made is all based on a narrative that I have curated. A narrative that helps people perceive me the way I've wanted to be perceived. Who is Leah Balkaran? I traveled to Senegal. Actually, I got this jumpsuit. I traveled to Senegal with Black Birthright this summer, hoping that it would help me answer that question. It did. I've never felt more comfortable in myself than I do now. For once in my life, I didn't feel like I was putting on an act. There were no expectations to uphold. I wasn't surrounded by my family or my classmates. I was surrounded by people who had no idea who Leah Balkaran was and were just as curious as I to figure that out. I've noticed that I now appreciate my Guyanese culture a lot more than I did before I went. At first, I thought that the Senegalese were the cause of that, but I now realize that my inspiration was actually the people I traveled with. My Black Birthright peers made me feel comfortable being myself and weren't afraid to express themselves. It was refreshing to meet people who didn't live within my school's social bubble. With Black Birthright, who I was and how I acted didn't matter. Though it doesn't matter here either, I thought it did. Hence why when I moved in 8th grade, I was so scared to reveal who I was. I felt like to everyone at St. Mary's, I was a reflection of Guyana, and the pressure of that has always felt heavy. But I've learned that there's no stopping others' assumptions and judgments about me, so I shouldn't try to suppress who I am. I thought about that a lot while I was in Senegal, and I think that's what made me want to embrace my culture and personality even more. I am Leah Balkaran, a proud Guyanese of Indian and African descent, and I'm finally ready to embrace that, eccentric name and all. Thank you.